Say Selenium class 16 Java file handling and exception handling. See, in the last class we discussed Java file handling. First Java IO operations and file handling. File handling incomplete. In this chapter we are going to discuss remaining topics. Okay, just one small example. Guide me, Vijaya. Say in the last class we discussed IO operations of Java, input and output operations. Next, file handling also we discussed how to handle files in Java, and I compared with VB script also. Then we created a folder. Next, created a text file, created different types of files. We can create using file class, but internal operations difficult. That also we discussed. Next, come to one more example. Last example I will repeat, Vijaya. Last example. Okay, create a text file, Vijaya. Guide me, Vijaya. Create a text file. File. Just a minute. Create a text file. Launch Eclipse IDE. Guide me, Vijaya.
Yes, sir.
File. Create file object, Vijaya. File object. File.
Yes, sir. File object.
File object. You can use any meaningful name. XYZ also. Equal to
new file
open
and the path.
Here we need to provide argument now. Argument.
Yes, sir.
What is that one? Input stream. Input stream. What is that one?
In this.
Here I think.
From the desktop.
I think new file. Here not input stream. File path. Isn't it?
File path.
File path. Not input stream. File path. Suppose I want to create on desktop.
Yes,
Observe. Suppose
properties.
Take the desktop path. You can create in D drive or C drive or some else. Suppose within double quotes.
Yes, sir.
Suppose observe, this is text file. Vijaya. And one more thing.
And /forward.
One more thing. It doesn't support one backward slash. Use two backward slashes or one forward slash. Just a minute. This is syntax rule. We cannot argue. Okay. Now import file class. Import file from java.io. Okay. Next, create
file object.
Object. What is that one? File object.
Create object.
File object. Dot. It is not providing context help. Just a minute.
File object.
File object. Dot. Create new file. Semicolon. Continue, Vijaya. Why it is showing marking? Safe side it is asking for auto exception. Add throws declaration. It is automatic exception. Safe side. we no need to generate,
Okay.
we no need to type this one, it will generate. Now run the program, run the program. Okay. Oh, open the observe Vijaya. Vijaya file created now.
Yes, sir.
Vijaya file created. Okay. Now you put mute Vijaya. You put mute.
Okay.
Next, Smriti Pandey. Smriti Pandey. Guide me, Smriti Pandey. Same requirement. Just I am enhancing the requirement, Smriti Pandey. Just enhancing. What is the enhancing? First, check the existence of Selenium, not Selenium, Vijaya text file. If exists, leave it. Otherwise, create that file. Observe this one. Check the existence of Vijaya text file existence. If not exists, means if exists, leave it. If not exists, then create the file. Otherwise, don't do anything. Observe Smriti Pandey.
Yes, sir.
Suppose file class created. Next. Smriti. I'm not getting your voice. Say yes or no.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Smriti.
Hello. Yes, sir.
I'm getting your slow voice. Can you hear me properly? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. What about you, Jyotirmai? You continue Jyotirmai for this requirement. Jyoti.
Yeah.
Jyotirmai.
Yes, sir.
Continue.
Hello.
I think all of you familiar with this requirement. What is the requirement? Check the existence of Vijaya text file on desktop. If not exists, then create the file. You know how to create the file, but here checking the existence. If not exists, create. If exists, don't create again. Jyotirmai, if you
Yes, sir. File.
are in
We are checking the file there, and if not existed, and we have to
say yes or no. Suppose if you are in silent mode, my confusion is suppose you are not getting my voice or not. That is the problem.
No, sir.
Okay.
I am good.
Okay, continue. Okay, Jyotirmai, you leave for some time. Vijaya, you only continue for this example. Next we will to
Yes,
another
sir.
persons. Vijaya, continue.
Yes, sir. File reader.
File reader. Why file reader, Vijaya? Here we are not writing anything, just checking the existence. Checking the existence also high level operation. We no need to open the file, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Then why file reader or file writer like? Okay. Observe Vijaya. I am taking one variable is not mandatory, optional only. Suppose Boolean B. You can use any meaningful name. Boolean B equal to file object dot type E select exists semicolon. Observe Vijaya, then it will write file existence true or false like Boolean result. file exists,
Okay.
true, otherwise false.
False.
Here you can write condition. What is the condition? If
Condition
suppose B
B
equal to single equal to or double equal to?
double equal.
Double equal to, remember. B, otherwise it will show error, then you can correct it, but know the
Yes,
correct operators. B equal to true, B equal to true, open curly braces. Next, suppose SYSO control space enter, file exists.
Yes, sir.
File
File.
exists. Next from your side, yeah, avoid the noise. Next, else suppose SYSO control space enter, file
Not exist.
file not exist.
Yes.
Otherwise, observe Vijaya, instead of displaying the
Yes, sir.
file not exist message, just create
Yes,
the file, Vijaya, just create, isn't it?
okay. Yes, sir.
Suppose file object dot, oh, what is that one? Small letter. Now file object is reserved, I think. Keyword.
File object.
Just a minute. File object.
Create new. Create new file.
Create new file.
Yes, sir.
Create new file. Semicolon. Okay, now. Any confusion?
No, sir.
Now observe Vijaya. Yeah, Vijaya text file available on desktop.
Yes, sir.
It won't create again. It will, I think it will display that message. Run the program. File exists. Next time, suppose manually I am deleting this one. Delete. Run the program. Run the program. Observe, Vijaya, file created now.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, after this creation, you can insert message also. Suppose put mute music, Vijaya. SYSO control space. Suppose file created. File created. Okay. Observe Smriti Pandey. Sirisha, can you guide me for next example? Sirisha. Jyotirmayi.
Yes, sir, I will guide you.
Okay. Observe Jyotirmayi. I think in the last class we discussed how to create folder. This class delete. Suppose sixth one, delete a folder. Delete a folder. Delete a folder. Observe. Suppose we know how to create folder also, but I'm not going to explain that how to create folder once again. In the last class we discussed. Suppose ABC folder is there. I want to delete this folder from desktop. Delete this folder from scratch. Guide me, Jyotirmay. Delete the folder. See, in order to perform any operation, any file system operation, all these operations come under file system operations. Create folder, delete folder, create file, delete file, read data, write data. Remember, all these operations come under file system operations. In VB script also we have file system object, but here file class, but for reading and writing we need to create another objects supported another secondary objects, file reader, file writer, that is different. Okay. In order to perform any file system operation, first you need to create file object.
File object.
File, suppose ABC equals to new file of within double quotes, provide the file. File means, observe Jyotirmaya, we already discussed. End user point of view, the segregation, drive, C drive, D drive, E drive, like that. Next folder names your own. Next files, but computer understand things in terms of files only. Computer point of view, everything is file. Drive is file, folder is file, file is file, database also file. Okay. Here take this ABC folder, computer point of view, file, path. Just a minute. Properties, security, just a minute. Suppose 2 forward slashes or single 2 backward slashes or single forward slash. Earlier, in the earlier example, we used single forward slash, this time 2 backward slashes. Continue Jyotirmay. Delete the folder. Suppose file object dot, there's a problem. ABC na here. Okay.
Hello? Hello? Yeah.
Tell me.
File object.
Any problem, Jyotirmay?
No, sir.
ABC dot.
Delete.
Just a minute.
DL.
Just a minute. ABC dot type D, select, delete, enough. Now observe Jyotirmay. Now ABC folder, computer point of view file, ABC folder exists on desktop.
Yes, sir.
Run the program. Just a minute. Where is that run option? Okay. Just a minute. Run. Now observe Jyotirmay. What happened, Jyotirmay?
Disappeared from the desktop.
Disappeared from this one. This is about deleting. Next, now come Vijaya. Anyhow, reading, writing of text files. Reading, writing of text files are very important for our test automation. In data-driven testing, we read text files. So reading and writing very important. That I will focus on data-driven testing chapter. Before that, I will show basic examples. How to read a text file, how to write data to a text file. In future, we will discuss how to read Excel, how to write to Excel also. Next, my next example. Before that, all of you put mute except Vijaya. Except, just a minute, Vijaya.
Okay, sir.
Just a minute. This is delete folder. Next example, read a text file. Read a text file. Observe Vijaya, do you have idea on UFT, formerly QTP?
No, sir.
In UFT also, file system object model is there. If you create file system object, then you can handle files, means drives, folders and files. But if you want to perform low level operations like, or you can say internal operations like reading, writing, comparing data, etc. For that we create text stream object. Using file system object, that syntax is different. Text stream object, that is sub object of file system object. Here also we create another objects. We take another object support, Vijaya, not only file object. Here I am going to create first. You create one text file. Suppose already Vijaya file is there. Observe Vijaya, enter some data. Suppose Selenium. Next UFT, formerly Quick Test Pro. Next load runner. Next ALM, formerly Quality Center. Okay, I entered 4 lines of data. Just save. Next, create file reader. Yeah. Here we need 2 objects. File object not required. File reader. What is the purpose of file reader? It is also
to read the file.
It is also available in Java libraries. It opens file. It opens a text file in read mode. Next object, buffered reader. What is the purpose of buffered reader object? It handles file, means it reads data. Okay. Observe.
Okay.
First I am going to create file reader instance. In the next example you can get more clarity. Observe. File reader. Suppose file equal to new file reader of provide the file path. Just provide the file path. Suppose Vijaya properties security. Take this path.
Yes.
Just a minute. Take this path. Now enter this path. Next, guide me, Vijaya.
Yes, sir. Then file.
Just a minute. Suppose 2 backward slashes. Okay.
Yes,
next, file reader. It is showing red color underline. Why? It is predefined library. We need to import for this program or class. Import from java.io package. This one is, what is the purpose of file reader? It opens a text file in read mode. Next, for reading the data, we use buffered reader object. Another objects also there, Sirisha. I am introducing file reader, buffered reader, alternates also there. You can check for alternates in internet, but our test automation point of view, these are enough. Suppose for reading input, we have 3 predefined libraries, scanner, but we used scanner only. Why? It is enough. Alternates not required. Here also for reading text files, we have other predefined libraries also not required. What is the file reader purpose, Sirisha? Purpose of file reader instance?
It opens a text file in read mode, sir.
Yes, it opens a text file in read mode. Read mode. Next, observe Vijaya. Buffered reader. Buffered reader equal to new
Name, sir.
buffered reader. New buffered reader of
After buffer
file
reader.
instance. Pass the file instance reference. Here file instance name is file. See, a different type of object creation. See relation between. Observe, don't confuse Vijaya. Here we are passing file instance reference. That is the relation between file reader and buffered reader objects. Next, input.
Buffered reader, after we need to put the name, sir.
Just pardon.
Name. Buffered reader name.
Buffered reader spell mistake. What is the problem?
After that, name, sir. Like file, we have to put name. Buffered reader name equal to new.
Yes. Suppose buffered reader instance name br equal to, you can use any meaningful name. Change to buffered reader. Now okay now, Vijaya.
Okay, sir.
Now you read data line by line, Vijaya. In our file, we have multiple lines. Read line by line. Before this, I'm taking one class. I'm taking one string variable, instance variable only. String variable. Observe string line, just a string line. Okay. Next, right here we don't know the record count. So for loop is not suitable, not flexible. You can use for loop just to take the record count but here for loop is not suitable. You can take while loop or do while loop. While loop is okay. Irrespective of the record count, we can use while loop. We can use end of the line like observe Vijaya, while open parenthesis line equal to read line, Vijaya, read line.
Yes, sir.
br dot type r
read
line method is there. Next I'm going to this one. After these three, br line. One condition I am providing, Vijaya. Not equal to null. Read up to br line, br dot read line not equal to null. Not equal to null means end of the line. Suppose first line read, first line check not equal to null. Yes, data is there. Read. Second line read. Third line read. Fourth line read. Fifth line not equal to null. No, null. Don't read. Come out from the loop. What is the symbol of not equal to?
Equal to.
What is that one? Exclamatory equal to.
Equal.
Null is reserved word. Open curly braces. Next. Observe Jyotirmai. We are reading that value into this one. Just reading. SYSO control space enter line.
Here we have to, after while we have to put another parenthesis, I think so.
After while?
We have to put another open brackets, another parenthesis.
Where? Here?
Yes, sir.
Two required. Why here? This is one expression
I think we have to put one more, sir.
where it is not showing any syntax error now.
Okay.
It's not showing.
Because we are closing. We have written null in the while loop, sir.
Observe.
So we have to close. Okay, sir.
If any syntax error is there, then use. Otherwise, you no need to worry about that one. It is not showing any error. Try to execute. Perform dry run. Suppose if it is not executing, then think about that. Otherwise, leave it.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, next, observe Trisha. Close the curly braces. Next, no one-way condition, Sirisha. Why? Just reading, isn't it? One-way condition enough now. Next, observe.
Yes, sir. Only for read.
Observe these two steps. Smriti Pandey, observe. BR dot
Yes, sir.
close. What is this one? It is optional. Suppose I am not writing. What will happen? BR dot close. What is the meaning? Observe Jyotirmai. We created BR object now. Created.
Yes, sir.
Next, in 14th line we used. Next, in 17th line is closed.
Close. Okay.
See, kill the object. After using the object, you close the object. Why closing?
Oh.
Closing is optional. Then why closing? If you close the object, say if you create any object in computer programming, then it will occupy some memory. After using that object, if you remove that object or if you close that object, then memory will be released immediately. Anyhow, it is optional. Suppose if you don't write this statement, when memory will be released? After relaunching the Eclipse IDE, you can release the memory. Suppose you are executing programs one by one without closing the Eclipse, then performance will be reduced. So try to use these optional statements. Observe Vijaya, in VB script,
Yes, sir.
EFT also we use the statement set file system object equal to nothing. Nothing means closed, but that is optional. Getting the purpose of this statement or any confusion?
Yes. No, sir, I'm good.
Suppose file dot Balasubramaniam, are you following? Balasubramaniam.
Following. Yes, sir, I am following.
Okay, cool. You have any problem, just ask me. Now observe Pavani. Any confusion, Pavani? Observe the 10th line. What is the 10th line? We are declaring string. We are declaring string. Why? After some time we need to store file data. First we need to read the file, then open the file, read data line by line. For storing that data, we are declaring string line. Okay. Next, what is the 11th line? What is the purpose of 11th line, Pavani?
To read the file, sir. To open the file and read that one.
What is the purpose of 11th statement or 11th step? You are not providing proper this one. Sirisha, what is the purpose of 11th line or statement or step or instruction? Vijaya.
Open the file and read mode.
Yes, open a text file. See, you can open Excel file also, but it reads line by line only. Why? This object reads file all files as flat files only. Okay. Open a text file in read mode. Next,
Yes, sir.
Pavani, what is the 12th line? Relation is there in between 11th and 12th lines. That is, we are passing.
Buffer we use to read the data, sir.
Pardon?
To read buffer that we use for to read the data, sir.
Good. To read
From
the data. Read the data. Next, observe Smriti Pandey. Here we are opening while loop. Line is variable like BR is buffered reader object. Our read line is method. We are reading line up to not null. Next, print the line. Next, observe Smriti Pandey. What is the purpose of that 17th statement?
Sir, we are closing the object.
Pardon, Smriti Pandey, your voice is very low. Any problem from my side also?
No, sir, I can hear you, but I think you can't hear
What is the
me.
purpose of 17th statement?
We are closing the object.
To close the object. Means releasing the memory. Next, 18th line. To close the file reader object. 17th line. To close the buffered reader object. Okay. Try to run this one, Vijaya. Run the pro. Observe, Vijaya. You can get.
Yes, sir.
It is.
Selenium.
It is read the data from a text file, and you can get the data on console now, output console. Why? We are using system.out.println display statement. Okay, na Jyotirmay, or any confusion reading Jyotirmay?
Hello?
Tell me, Jyotirmay.
No, sir, I am good, sir.
Okay, cool. Now, come Jyotirmay, come.
Yes.
This time, write data. See, we know create a text file, create a folder, delete a text file, same delete. Delete a folder. Next, read a text file. Next example, write data to a text file. Contribute Jyotirmay, write. All of you put mute except Jyoti. Write data to a text file. Write data to a text file. Observe Jyotirmay. This time I am going to use different objects. Just a minute. Here I am going to introduce file writer. It opens a text file in write mode. Next, buffered writer library, buffered writer class. We are going to create in an instance in buffered writer. It writes data. Observe Jyotirmay. File writer. Suppose new file writer of.
There should be an equal to, right? After file writer, file is equal to.
Pardon?
For new, we need is equal to.
Yes. Next, observe. Suppose I'm deleting the content. Now No data in this file. No data.
Yes.
Next, just a minute. Take the path of that file. Path of the file. Okay. Just a minute. Here you can enter forward slashes or 2 backward slashes, semicolon.
And then folder.
Now import file writer library from java.io only. Next, create buffered writer. Buffered. Just a minute. Buffered writer. Suppose buffered writer BW equal to new buffered writer
File.
of pass the file writer instance reference file semicolon. Okay, now tell me,
While
import import buffered writer from java.io. Okay. Next, just I'm taking one variable. Observe Jyotirmari, can you view my desktop?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. String. Suppose data. I'm going to export only single line without loop. Anyhow, I will show how to write data. You can, in the next example, you can read the data as well as write data. String data equal to, example, welcome to Selenium. Welcome to Selenium. Welcome to Selenium. Next, observe BW dot write data. Pass that one. Write data. Over Balasubramaniam. Next, Balasubramaniam, we created 2 objects. Close those 2 objects. Usage over. Close the 2 objects. Balasubramaniam.
BW dot close.
BW dot close.
Close.
Just a minute. BW dot close. Next.
File dot close.
Good. File dot close. Next, observe Jyotirmai. Run the program. Run the program. Open this Vijaya file. What happened, Jyotirmai?
Yes, sir. Welcome to Selenium. It is written there.
Okay, cool. Next. Come Sirisha. Next time example.
Hello, sir. Hello. Hello.
Tell me.
Sir, if you want to append, sir.
Pardon?
If you want to append, means if you want to add anything like welcome to Selenium, then next. This is Vijay, sir.
Vijay, that we will discuss later. Now reading and writing example. Basic. In data-driven testing chapter, I will explain. Okay, now?
Okay, sir.
In data-driven testing chapter, I will explain. In this chapter, you just restrict to reading, writing. Next, reading and writing in the same program. Okay, now, Vijay?
Thank you, sir.
Observe.
Thank you.
Welcome, welcome. I didn't notice you, Vijay. You come, Vijay. Sirisha guided already. Come, Vijay. Our next example, read a text file. Just guide me. Read a text file and write to another file. Did you understand the requirement, Vijay? Understand the requirement?
Two files, sir. We need to open two files and copy one file to.
Two files required, okay. Just a minute. Suppose Vijaya file is there. Otherwise, remove this one.
We need to create one more file.
Just a minute. Suppose ABCD. In this ABCD file, for example, Selenium WebDriver. Next, UFT, formerly QTP. Next, load runner single word. Next, ALM, application lifecycle management, formerly quality center. Okay, now save the file. Observe, Vijay, in this ABCD file we have 4 lines of data. First we need to read the data and write to another file. Just a minute. Just 4 lines enough. Okay. Save. Next. Another file. XYZ. Okay. XYZ file blank. Guide me, Vijay. I want to read ABCD and write to XYZ.
Sir, file.
Observe, Vijay. Here we are going to read as well as write. Read and write.
Right, sir.
So we need to create file reader instance, buffered reader. Next, buffered writer. Also, total how many objects? How many instances? File reader.
Somewhere around.
File reader.
Buffered reader.
File writer. Buffered reader. Buffered writer.
Buffered writer.
Okay.
Four objects.
4 objects. Observe. File reader. Suppose file 1 equal to new file reader.
The path of the file name.
Parenthesis. Provide the first file path or any file. Suppose ABCD properties security. Take this path. Just a minute. Suppose 2 backward slashes or 1 forward slash. Next, semicolon. Just a minute. Next, guide me, Vijay.
Sir, first we need to read the file, read the data, sir.
Read the data. Okay. read the data, okay. Just I am going to create file writer also. Read the data, okay, but I will maintain another sequence. But you can create file a buffered reader also, no issue. Writer file 2 equal to new file writer na new file writer of you take that path, just a minute, 2 backward slashes or 1 forward slash. This time I'm using different one. You can use any one. Understanding point of view, I'm writing 2 different, but use uniform. XYZ. Okay. Next, import file writer. Next, import file reader. Okay. Next, Vijay, create buffered reader and buffered writer instance.
Right.
Say buffered reader. Suppose BR equal to
new
buffered reader BR equal to new buffered reader, new buffer, no space, buffered reader,
right one, sir. File 1, sir.
Of file 1 reference, file 1. Next, semicolon, import buffered reader. Next, create buffered writer, buffered writer BW equal to new buffered writer of file 2 semicolon. Now all objects creation over. Just a minute. Okay. Now observe Vijay, what is about file writer?
Sir, capital W, sir.
Yes. This W is capital. Okay. Now all objects created, Vijay. Come to that
Reading part, sir. Reading, we need to read the
last
file, whatever it
before that, create suppose string line, just declare string. Next, after 15th line, write loop structure. Read data. After reading, immediately we can write data. Single loop enough. For writing loop optional. Reading loop required. We need to read line by line. Line.
Sir, while line is equals to br dot
read line.
Condition, sir. I is not equal to
null. Not equal to null. In VB script we use EOF, end of string, here not equal to null. Next,
So system dot
system dot not
Sorry.
required. We are not going to display. Just write.
Okay, sir.
Write line.
Sir.
BW dot
W
BW dot write line. Next, observe. After this one, we need to close the parenthesis. After this one, close the objects. Close the objects.
BRW close.
Just a minute. BR dot.
Close.
It is not providing that one. BR dot. Not providing context help.
Sir.
What is the problem? Just a minute.
For while loop, we didn't start curly braces.
Observe BR dot close. BR dot close. Next, BW dot. Here appends methods also there. Did you observe this one? Append methods, Vijay.
Sir.
Append methods also there, that we will discuss later. Now you focus on read and write. Avoid the complexity. BW dot close. Now try to run this one up. Try to run.
So let us close the file also, sir.
Pardon?
Let us close the file.
Yes, file also. But anyhow, these are optional statements. Next, file 2 dot close. Next, first created one. The sequence not mandatory. Close. File reader, buffered reader, actually. Okay. We created first, we closed, first you need to close the buffered objects, then observe Vijay.
Sir, on 12th line we need semicolon, sir.
Just a minute.
It is showing error, sir.
Which line?
On 12th line.
Yes, good. But it's showing syntax error also. Okay, na Preeti Joshi, any confusion? Any one?
No, sir, I'm good.
Okay, cool. Now open the files. Open the files. A, B, C, D. 4 lines of data. Next, X, Y, Z. Nothing. Run the program, Vijay. Run the program. Just a minute. Still errors. Observe Preeti Joshi, it is showing errors. What is the error? Add throws declaration. Okay. Now observe, run the program, over, open the text file, Vijay. Vijay, what happened? Read the data from first file, write the data to second file, but continuously now.
Sir, it is in one line only, sir.
Continuously means continuously. It's not line. Here no line breaks also. Okay. Now I am going to add one more step. Observe. this after 20th step, BW
Writer, right.
new line method also there. Okay, now try to run the program over observe XYZ file. Observe Vijay, what happened?
At the end of the each words or each character, it is going to
Not each character.
Next line.
It wrote line by line now.
Sir, but it is checking first Selenium driver and over, then it is going to next line. Later turn it is doing no, sir.
Asking character.
Okay.
Yeah,
one
no
line.
Character,
okay, sir.
No character concept. Line. Reading line by line and writing line by line. Okay, now?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
And observe Preeti Joshi. Preeti Joshi. Here one small assignment to you, Preeti Joshi. Observe. If you have any queries, ask me.
Sir, one question, sir. Jyoti here.
Tell me, Jyoti.
Sir, if you run again now, what it's going to do, sir? Again it will write?
Overwrite.
Overwrite.
Overwrite. It will overwrite. Observe. Run the program. Here we are using, that's why Vijay asked earlier, append. That example we will discuss later. If you use append, it will write at the end of the line. Suppose 4 lines are there, second iteration, 5 to 8 lines, third iteration, 9 to 12 lines, good question. But here writing now, write means overwrite.
Okay, sir.
Observe, run the program once again. What happened?
Yes, sir.
It is overwriting. No appending. Now observe Preeti Joshi. Observe. Assignment. Assignment 2. Preeti. Just a minute. Read same example, just a small enhancement. Read a text file is there. Here, how to read? A range of records. For example, suppose in our file 10 lines are there. Read third line to 8th line. Did you understand the requirement, Preeti Joshi? Read a text file, range of records. Read third line to from third line to 8th line. Preeti, any problem? Range of records. Here condition also required in our while loop. Preeti not responding. Any problem, Preeti?
No, sir, I can hear you.
You try to ask any queries, or if you require any if you require some more information or not.
Sir, what kind of loop is required here?
Pardon?
Loop. Which kind of loop we need to use here?
Which kind of?
Yeah.
Pardon?
I didn't get this one, sir. The range of records.
Range of records already told. You prepare a text file with 10 lines. Okay. Remove these records. Okay. Suppose range of lines. Here also line. Suppose you prepare a text file with 10 lines. Then you read the text file from third line to 8th line and write to another file. Means suppose in first file, source file, we have 10 lines. I don't want first 2 lines and last 2 lines, 9th and 10th. I want middle 6 lines. You export means write those 6 lines to second file. Any problem?
No, sir. I'm good.
Okay. Observe Vijaya. Vijaya, observe.
Yes, sir.
This is about file handling in Java. These examples enough. Again, in data-driven testing chapter, we will discuss reading, writing, and I will show append also. Okay. Next, come to another small topic. Vijay, second one.
Yes, sir.
Vijay, first I forgot to mention. I forgot. What I forgot, I will show. In this session, Vijay, I am going to explain 2 topics, but both are independent topics, not related topics. For example, Java flow control, conditional statements, loop statements, related, different but related.
Okay.
Here I am going
Okay,
to explain.
sir. No, sir. I was just trying to respond to your this one, sir. Your words.
Which one?
No, sir. You were telling that I would like to explain
Okay,
2 topics which I was not able to. I was just.
Java file handling. Java file handling. Actually, in the last class we discussed some theory as well as example. This is part 2. Next, exception handling. Exception, important one. Exception handling in Java. Okay, first one we completed. Again, I will show reading and writing examples in data-driven testing, and you practice more. Come to the second one, exception handling in Java. Okay, now Vijay, are you following? Exception handling in Java. Second topic in this session.
Okay, sir.
Observe. Observe, Sirisha. An exception is an event that occurs during execution of a program when normal execution of the program is interrupted. When we get exception during execution, an exception is an sometimes, observe Vijaya, sometimes we won't get earlier also in arrays chapter we faced that one. Sometimes we won't get any syntax error and get runtime errors. For that, exception required. Suppose array size is 3. If you enter array of 10 index, that is not syntax error. But while execution it will show error. Why? We cannot.
It's runtime.
We cannot enter that value. Observe Vijaya, an exception is an event that occurs during execution of a program when normal execution of the program is interrupted. Okay. Next, exception handling is a mechanism to handle errors. Okay. Here, 4 common scenarios where exception may occur. I will explain. Next, Sirisha, in Selenium WebDriver chapter, we will use local exception also. Basically, exceptions 2 types, Vijaya. Global exceptions means, It is not only for testers, also for actually Java for development. Global exceptions for Java programming. Local exceptions only for test automation. Getting this point, Vijaya?
Yes, sir.
Basically, exceptions, two types in our test automation. One is global exception, another is local exception. For example, observe, Vijaya, suppose scenario where arithmetic exception may occur. Arithmetic exception, general, not only in your test automation, general. Suppose scenario where null pointer exception may occur, general. Suppose no such element. Suppose you are going to click one link, Gmail link, that link not available in that page. That time it will show no such element exception. No such element exception is local exception, anyhow, that we will discuss later. Just come this one. An exception, all of you put mute. An exception is an event, that occurs. Just a minute. That occurs during execution of a program, when normal. An exception is an event that occurs during execution. When exceptions occur during execution, remember this one, of a program, when normal execution of the program is interrupted. Okay. Next, exception handling. Exception handling. Just a minute. The exception handling is a mechanism. Just a minute. Is a mechanism to handle errors. Observe, Vijaya, in test automation, using Selenium with Java, we may face two types of exceptions. Pavani, what are they, Pavani?
Global exception.
Yes. One is global for all, for developers as well as testers. Just a minute, Pavani. Global exception. Just a minute. Exception. For example, null pointer. or arithmetic. Null pointer exception. Next, Pavani, continue.
Local, sir.
Good. Local exception. Local exception. For example, no. In future, I will show. No such element. No such element. Okay. Today we will discuss only global exceptions. In Selenium WebDriver chapter, not only single chapter, in Selenium WebDriver module, we will face that one, local exceptions, and provide solutions also. But that syntax common for global and local exceptions. Now observe Jyotirmay. Jyotirmay, come for some time. Guide me.
Yes, sir.
Common.
Sir, it is null pointer exception.
Common
Yes, sir.
scenarios.
Common symbol.
Common scenarios where exceptions
sir.
may occur. Where exceptions may occur.
Sir,
Ah,
for global exception, it's the example is null pointer, right, sir?
Yes, yes.
Could you write a double L?
Spell mistake. Who is asking? Good. Oh, who is asking?
Sirisha, sir. Sirisha, sir.
Sirisha, good. I mistakenly wrote like that. Null pointer only. P also cap. P also capital letter. Observe, Sirisha, any other? Okay, na?
That's all, sir.
Okay.
That's all.
Here also exception. Full form. Now come Jyotirmayi. First one. Just I will list out all common scenarios where exception may occur. Then I will show you example. Observe Jyotirmayi.
Okay.
Scenario where arithmetic ARITHMETAC, where arithmetic exception, E capital letter, where arithmetic exception may occur. I will show one common scenario. Observe Jyotirmayi. If we divide any number, by 0, then arithmetic exception occur. See, if we divide any number by 0, then just a minute. Arithmetic exception occurs. Example. Observe Jyotirmayi. Int A equal to 10 by 0. Any syntax error, Jyotirmayi, in this statement? Int A equal to 10 by 0.
No syntax.
No syntax error. If you execute this one, definitely you can get runtime error na.
Same error. Yes, sir.
Why something by 0 is infinitive na?
Infinitive. Yes, sir.
That's why arithmetic error. How you get that one and how to provide exception, that we will discuss in examples. Now just this one, listing out. Okay, next second one. Observe Vijaya. Bhavani. Observe second one. Scenario where null pointer just a minute, null pointer just a minute, exception occurs. Observe Srisha, the wrong formatting of any value. Say, observe this sentence, the wrong format of any value. Wrong format of any value. Now observe Srisha, in our computer programming, not only in Java, you take any program, whenever you read data or whenever you try to convert the data, if it is number you can convert. Observe Srisha, we read data.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, reading, forget about the reading. Suppose data conversion, when data conversion is required, that is different. Reading time data conversion is required, leave it that one. See, when while converting the data, some rules are there, Sirisha. Suppose
Yes,
you
sir.
read data, you read phone number from application object, then it considers as string internally. When if you want to perform mathematical operations, you need to convert the data, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
I didn't show convert. That test ng chapter I will show how to convert, where it is required exactly. Data conversion, remember that data conversion, whenever we read data, then computer program considers the data as string type data. Suppose you read city name, city equal to Hyderabad. You no need to convert the data. Why? Hyderabad also string. Suppose you read, you read 10 from one edit box in our application, but you need to convert the data. Why? Reading time it considers strings within double quotes 10 internally. If you want to perform mathematical calculation with that number, you need to convert the data. Getting the point, Sirisha? Any confusion?
No, sir. It's clear.
Okay. Now, observe Sirisha. Just I will show in the test ng chapter. I will show how to convert here. Okay. This example is not for this one. I forgot this one. Observe. Null pointer is different. Number format. Sorry. Number format exception. Here observe. String. Okay, you may confuse. Okay. String S equal to ABC. Next, just a minute. Next, string S2 equal to 1, 2, 3. Observe, Vijaya, both are strings na. Both are strings
sir.
na. S1 and S2.
Yes, sir.
Suppose if you want to use this S2 string, S2 inside number is there 1, 2, 3. First you need to convert that the data to integer na. How to convert that we will discuss later. Conversion is required na.
Yes, sir.
What is that usage? S2. Convert string type data to integer type. Okay, it is not decimal point value. Next, if you try to convert first string, what will happen? If you try to convert first string to integer, what will happen? Vijaya,
Yes, sir.
convert or show error?
Error, sir.
Error. We cannot convert alphabets. We can convert
Yes, sir.
numbers only to integer. Okay. Suppose I am converting this one. I am trying to converting this one. Observe, Vijaya. Int A equal to, all of you put note, integer, this is predefined class, dot, this we will discuss later, %i capital of %of S1 semicolon. Next, just a minute. Suppose integer b %of 2. Suppose no syntax error. Suppose after some time, if you try to print this one, SO control space enter. Here, notepad na. Okay, system dot out dot println of S2. Not S2. S2, okay. S1. What will happen? Observe, Sirisha. Understand the problem? Sirisha.
Yes, sir.
Okay, na? This is number format.
Yes,
Next, third one. Comes Sirisha this time. Third one, null pointer. Null pointer also important. Scenario where null P capital pointer E capital exception occurs. Scenario where null pointer exception occurs. Oh, here also observe. This one also same. The wrong formatting of any value. The wrong formatting of any value or the wrong usage.
Sir, 1 second, sir. Sir, when we write system.out.println, we need to write sir there, not S1, right?
Pardon?
Yeah, we need to write S1 or A there.
Oh,
The
sorry.
println.
Yes. Good. A only. Who is telling? Sirisha?
Jyoti, sir.
Yeah, I forgot that one. S1 is string. We are going to convert that one into integer. Yes, we are going to type integer. Yes, integer.
Yeah, that's what I was like little doubt.
Okay,
sir.
cool. Good observation. The wrong form. Observe Srisha. Suppose string s string s equal to null. Null means nothing. Okay, na?
Yes, sir. Nothing.
Suppose
Yes,
I use it like this. After some time, if I write, suppose system dot out dot println of yes dot property length one more, this one. This is the exception now. We cannot find that null value length now.
Yes, sir.
So it is null pointer exception. Here no value, but we are going to take the size. Next, one more important one. Observe Vijay Bhairappa. Observe scenario.
Yes, sir.
I think in the arrays chapter indirectly we discussed scenario where array index I capital index out of bounds O capital out of bounds B capital next exception E capital exception occurs. Okay, just a minute. This is fourth one. Okay, observe Vijay. First I will provide description. If we assign any value in the wrong index of an array, say if we assign, just a minute, if we assign any value in the wrong index of an array, then you can get null pointer, array index out of bounds exception. Observe Vijay, int, I am declaring one array A, declaring with size, suppose equal to new int of suppose 4 semicolon, size is 4. Suppose after some statements or steps, if you try to enter int of 10, no syntax error, equal to 100, no syntax error. Next, you try to display this one, try to use this one, system dot out dot println system dot out dot println of A of 10. A of 10. Just a minute. Definitely it will show error. What is this exception? Array out of bounds. These four are the common and global scenarios. Okay, na Vijay?
So like sometimes we.
Just a minute.
Sometimes
in example.
Just a minute, Vijay. Preeti, continue, Preeti.
Yes, sir. In fourth, the scenario where array index, in that when you gave the example, so in the second int, it should be A of 10, right?
A of 10, but what is the size of that A array? Observe the first line. Observe the first line, Preeti. What is the size of that variable, A variable?
It is 4.
4, but I am going to use 10th index. 4 means 0, 1, 2, 3 only. Suppose I am going to use 10th index. 10th index, wrong index, na?
Yes, sir.
But no syntax error. Why? Syntax correct, system grammar correct. But when you try to use that value or in usage time, it shows error. Okay, na Preeti, now come Vijay Bhairappa. Any you are trying to ask query, Vijay? Ask me.
Sir.
I'm not done.
Just a minute, Preeti. Preeti, just a minute. Continue, Vijay.
So sometimes like just trying to understand. So sometimes we might use the variable which means not use or not declared the variable. That time also it shows exception. And second thing.
Sometimes.
Sir, sometimes we have entered invalid data, sir, and sometimes variable which are not declared, and third, the connection, network connection issue, sir.
Where?
So all this shows exception.
Where?
I'm asking like scenario, sir. In scenarios.
That is not scenario, Vijay. Observe. Suppose if you try to enter invalid data, it won't accept first of all. Observe. It won't accept. Syntax error only, then no meaning of runtime error. Suppose int A, just a minute, int A, suppose A equal to 10, it is accepting. Suppose A equal to Vijay, it won't accept. Then what is the problem, Vijay?
No, that's what I was trying to understand, sir. Any exception
Observe,
reasons?
No, here no exception required, Vijay. Why? It validates. Why? Suppose if you are trying to enter invalid data into variables, it won't execute. Syntax error. First you need to correct that one, then execute. So no need of exception. And already I told, common scenarios. See, so many scenarios available in computer programming. What I told, common scenarios where exceptions may occur. I am trying to explain 4 common scenarios. Suppose in real time, if you are facing any rare scenario, you can get help. Anyhow, you know the skeleton. But for variables, no exception required.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Next, Preeti Joshi.
Okay, sir.
Okay, welcome. What is Preeti Joshi? What is your problem?
Sir, on Notepad, can you open that?
Tell me, Preeti.
Sir, I'm just asking, sir, about the system out, right? The last line. Above that, you mentioned integer int 10. So is that right? Or I mean to say, do you need to write int A10, A of 10?
Pardon? Int A of 10?
A of 10.
Ah. Oh, okay. Yes, yes. Yes, A of 10. I forgot. Good question, Preeti. Good question.
Yeah, for that only I was asking.
Yes, yes. It is correct. Actually, my type mistake. Type mistake. A of 10 only. Here, A of 10 only. Type mistake. Blind mistake. Okay, anyhow, after fair notes, you will get good one. Okay, anyhow, you raised a good question. Any other?
No, sir. Thank you.
Welcome, Preeti. Welcome. Good. Now, observe Pavani. Come, Pavani, for some time. Guide me.
Yes, sir.
I will. What are the common scenarios? Common scenarios. Forget about local scenarios. Today we are discussing global. Anyhow,
Yes, sir.
in Java we discuss global only. Why? Java is not developed for test automation or Selenium, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
In Java we don't discuss local exception, no such element like why? Java is not developed for test automation. Java for development. In development,
Primary use.
only global. What are the four important global, what are they, exceptions in Java?
Arithmetic exception. And then
Arithmetic exception. Next,
number format exception.
number
Null pointer
format exception.
Array index out of bounded exception.
Array index out of bound. Good. 4. Okay, now Vijay Bhairappa, any confusion?
No, sir. Fine,
Okay,
sir.
cool.
Thank you.
Cool. Example. Now come Pavani, guide me Pavani. Example. I will show that this one. Just a minute. Okay. Suppose int a equals to 10 semicolon. Next, int b space optional, but in between this one int and a space mandatory, but in between a and 10 space optional. Okay, equal to 20, not 20. Observe Pavani. For example, 0 also number. Okay. Next, int result equal to a by b semicolon. Next, suppose print that one. SYSO control space enter result. Just a minute.
Runtime error.
Pardon? Okay. SYSO, no syntax error, not showing any suggestion.
Just runtime error after execution.
Hello Java. Next, SYSO control space enter hello Selenium. Hello Selenium. Just a minute. Hello Selenium. Observe, Pavani. Observe
Yes,
how
sir.
many output statements are there in this example? How many?
3 output. 3, sir.
3.
3. One is runtime error.
Okay. Forget about that one. Runtime error or not, forget about. 3.
3, sir.
Run the program. It is showing exception in thread. Java,
Yes, sir.
lang, arithmetic
Arithmetic.
exception. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now observe, Pavane, in this program, we have 3 outputs. In the first output, problem is there. No syntax error, but runtime error. Execution interrupted now.
Yes,
Not
sir.
executed remaining. Not showing remaining outputs now.
Yes, sir.
Program execution interrupted. But I don't want to interrupt the program. You provide the exception for that. Anyhow, we cannot get correct result for that. We cannot get output for that first one. Why? That is the error. Okay. Handle that error and provide or get second and third outputs. Remaining execution. Okay. Now try to use in this scenario. This is without program without observe. Observe Pavani.
Yes, sir.
This is Java program without exception handling code. Without exception handling code. Here in this scenario, I will provide one solution. Observe, Pavani. Use try catch block. Use try catch block. How to use try catch block? Follow the syntax. Just a minute. Try, open curly braces. Next, statements, problematic statements, and output remaining statements also from problematic statement. Next, catch. Next, exception name. Next, name. You can use any meaningful name. Suppose exception A, exception B, or exception XYZ, like that. Next, exception handling code, close. Now observe, Pavani. Observe. You also observe Preeti Joshi. Any spell mistakes or any others? Now go to the main program. Now insert try catch block. Pavani, try catch block. Where I need to start the try? Where try? Tell me the line.
After the 8th line, sir.
Where problem starting? Not only display
After 7th line.
result
Yes,
equal to A by B. First of all, it is not incorrect now, not syntax error.
Yes, sir. After 7th line.
After 7th line or before 7th line?
Before, sir.
Before 7th line. Observe, before problematic statement. Try open curly braces in the same line or next line.
Statement.
Next, this one.
B.
Just a minute. Up to this problem statement ends.
We can use increment operator, sir.
Not required. This is plain. Observe. Here, close now. Result statement also. Next, just a minute, Pavani. Catch. What is that exception?
Arithmetic exception.
Arithmetic
Exception.
just a minute. Exception. Any spell mistake or check that one?
No, sir. Correct.
Spell mistake. Not first we need to complete that one. Suppose exception E. Oh, not required. Open curly brace. Sometimes we need to complete the syntax, complete the structure, then it will remove. Otherwise, it will show error. Don't confuse. Getting this point, Pavani?
Yes, sir.
First complete the structure. Sometimes it will show, if you are using incomplete structure, it will show, it may show syntax error. Leave it. First complete the structure, then if any problems are there, rectify. Next, handling. System.
Dot out dot println.
SYSO. Control space enter.
Arithmetic.
Problem divided. Just meaningful message. Divided by 0. Divided by 0. Error. Divided by 0. Error. Okay, now next close the catch block. Observe Pavani. Up to 14th line closed na. Remaining no line. Remaining 2 lines. No error na.
Yes, sir.
Remaining 2 lines, no error. Observe Vijay Bhairappa. Any confusion?
No, sir. Following, sir.
Okay, good, cool. Run the program. Say first one divided by 0 error, but it is showing remaining outputs, means executed. Hello Java, hello Selenium. But in previous iteration, not executed, interrupted. This time, we didn't solve the problem. We provided exception for first error and continued execution. Okay, now?
That is why so that's why we provided user-defined exception, no, sir?
Not user-defined. Okay, user-defined system, not system-defined. Arithmetic also systems. But here we need to prepare that exception. Observe. Okay.
Sir.
Don't confuse Vijay. This is not user-defined. You didn't define this one. System-defined only. But here you can use another term. Earlier I used now one exception, that is auto exception. Automatically system provides. This is manual exception. Manually you need to type, but not user defined. System defined only. Any problem?
Okay, sir. Manually we need to define.
Pardon?
Manually we need to handle that exception.
Manually we need to provide that one, but not user defined. No user defined exceptions. All are system defined only. Earlier we used that now IO exception, that is auto exception. It will provide the suggestion. If you select that exception, automatically Java provides that exception. Not Java, that support of Eclipse ID. If you use Notepad for typing Java code, it won't provide, that is different. Anyhow, here no user defined exception. Manual exception means the exception is global only, system defined only. System defined means global, not local. Local exception also system defined. Here no user defined, but manual. Okay now. Joshi, any confusion?
Sir, Jyoti, one question, sir. Here.
Tell me. Just a minute. First, let her complete confirmation. Preeti Joshi.
I'm good, sir. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Now continue, Jyotirmai.
Sir, when we say that system dot out println result, something should come over there, right, sir?
Pardon?
The result is not showing anything, right?
Yes, then?
Why, sir? Why we are not able to see anything over there?
That is Java compiler arrangement. If you do like this, 10 by 0, what is 10 by 0? Infinity.
Yeah.
How do you display infinity? That's why it provides error. That is Java compiler arrangement. Suppose if you enter a equal to 10 by 2, then it can perform mathematical calculation. 10 by 2, 5. But here 10 by 0, infinity. We cannot display that infinity. Java won't display that infinity arrangement. It will show error. Then user need to rectify that problem. Otherwise, remaining code of the program won't be executed. Any problem?
No, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay. This is one example. Tomorrow I will show one more example with multiple exceptions. In this program, we discussed only single exception. Tomorrow I will show how to handle multiple exceptions. Same. Okay. I will show example with handling multiple exceptions. Okay. Today I am going to close the session. Balasubramaniam. Today we discussed two important topics. One is file handling in Java part 2. Another is Java exception handling, in which we discussed 4 common scenarios. Any queries, Balasubramaniam, regarding this session? Balasubramaniam not responding. Vijay.
Sir, I'm good with this, sir. Thank you.
Pardon?
I'm okay, sir. Thank you.
Welcome.
No concerns.
Welcome. Jyotirmai.
Yes, I am good, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Pavani.
It's clear, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. Preeti Joshi.
I'm good, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Sirisha.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Vijaya.
I'm good, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, Balasubramaniam, I received your message. Okay. We will meet tomorrow, same time. Thank you.